Today's lesson is on animal cells. In order to look at animal cells, we use a microscope. On this slide, you can see the different parts of a microscope. Number one is the objective lens. There are 3 different objective lenses on a microscope. Number 2 is the stage. The stage is where you would place the slide with the animal cells on. And number 3 is the light source. This will help and allow you to see the animal cells. So what we will be looking at today is different parts of an animal cell. So you should know how to label the different parts of an animal cell, and we will describe the function of the parts of the animal cells. Why are we learning this? Clinical scientists use their knowledge of science and microscopy to view cells. They research and develop the medicines of the future and how they affect cells. Their approximate pay can range between £32,000 and £40,000. All living things are made up of cells. Most cells are so small that you can only see them with a microscope. Cells have different components and each performs its own function within the cell. These we will look at later on in the video. So what is in a cell? Cells, as we know, are the basic building blocks of all animals and plants. This is an example of a tissue which is made up of a group of cells that work together. Inside cells are various structures that are specialized to carry out a particular function. Both animal and plant cells have these components. Here is an example of an animal cell. All animal cells are made up of different components. They are very small, but like we said earlier, they can be seen with a microscope. What I would like you to do is pause the video for a moment and see if you can label the following components. Let's see, which ones did we get right? So first of all, you have a cytoplasm. Then you have the mitochondria. You also have a nucleus. And you have a cell membrane. Now we will look at the functions of these different components. So here are the 4 different components: nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, and mitochondria. What we need to look at is what is their functions. So the nucleus is what contains the DNA and controls the cell. The cytoplasm is where most reactions take place. This is a jelly-like substance. You then have the cell membrane. This is where all the movement is controlled in and out of the cell. It also surrounds the cells and allows the nutrients to enter and waste to leave. And lastly, you have the mitochondria. The mitochondria release energy in respiration, or otherwise, these are the powerhouse of the cell. They are structures where respiration takes place.